Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is James. Today we're going into a new series, and this series is called Ace Attorney. I am a little bit scared and also excited to watch this anime with you guys, y'all. There is a game about this anime, and the game is also called Ace Attorney, and I am a little bit scared because this anime we follow this guy named Naruhodo Ryochi. Oh my goodness, why so hard to pronounce his name? But anyways, he has a nickname which is Phoenix Wright, and he is a lawyer at this courthouse, and he has a little assistant named Maya Faye, and we're going to see them investigate and solve the murder mystery cases, and I'm really excited and scared at the same time. Hopefully it's a good anime to watch, and yeah, hopefully I don't have to investigate throughout this series. Okay, let's get into episode 1 of Ace Attorneys.
I think it's 2 o'clock.
What is going on?
Okay, I've got to pin this on somebody, quick. I know, that dope will do just fine.
Is he the villain? Yeah, pretty sure he's the villain. One of the villains in this anime, I think. It's a messy room. So messy. So you just moved into this new apartment?
I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Just earned my badge a few months ago, so I'm still a rookie.
A person who just got his new job, Phoenix Wright.
I'm beginning arguments in my first real trial today.
March 26, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby.
Trial begins at 10. Sure hope you're ready for it.
Yes, thank you for being. I know how valuable your time is.
Of course. Couldn't take you under my wing and then skip out on your big day. You're finally leaving the nest.
First day of this work.
Always so ambitious. This is a homicide case. Not many people would take one on for their first trial.
The first case.
But I had to take it because I owe it to him.
To whom? The defendant?
Yes, actually. I've known the guy ever since we were in grade school.
What? Grade school friends? Courtroom 2. Pretty big courtroom. March 26, District Court courtroom number 2.
Good old Larry Butts.
Larry Butts.
Nick, it's you! I didn't do it! Get your hands off of me, man!
Okay.
Names all over the papers these days.
Oh, crap. Larry is the first suspect.
Inspired you to become a lawyer? You were serious, right?
Yes, a long story. He's weird. Deep down, he's a stand-up guy.
So he's a good guy, innocent.
Seems to have trouble sitting down.
Butts has always been a cheeky one.
Don't forget, to argue a solid defense, you have to believe in him and his innocence.
Right.
The judge is here. Judge. Does it have a name?
We have been gathered today to hear the case against Mr. Larry Butts.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
And let us begin with your opening statement, Mr.
Uh-oh, the first trial is starting.
The victim went by the name Cindy Stone.
Cindy Stone.
Her beautiful face bashed in inside her very own apartment.
Oh my gosh.
Autopsy reports put the time of death between 4 and 5
This is
p.m.
from the beginning of this episode. It wasn't Larry, it was someone else.
The defendant's fingerprints were indeed all over the weapon, Your Honor.
Are you serious?
Oh no.
If you made it, your fingerprints would be all over it.
Gotta let me state my case, man! I can't hang for this!
Prosecution would now like to call Mr. Butts to the stand, Your Honor.
Very well. You may proceed.
Oh, yeah!
Okay, happy? Oh, childhood.
Oh, Mr. Butts. Now, is it true you'd recently been dumped?
Huh? That's a lie!
Why would you ask that?
She had kind of been ignoring my calls lately, and she stood me up more than a few times.
That describes a breakup almost perfectly.
Break up?
I should take that to mean you were aware of her recent travels overseas?
Went on a trip without me? Of course. Where'd she go?
Let's have a look at her passport. It shows the victim returned from New York 1 day before the murder.
Uh-oh.
Found a photograph taken on this trip.
New York?
Your Honor, I would also like to submit these items as evidence.
I'll accept
Oh,
them.
great.
Hang on just a second, man. Who the hell took that picture?
Herself? Property?
As you can see, he's mad with jealousy. So he had a clear motive, and he's obviously prone to fits of rage.
He's innocent, okay? I trust Larry Butts.
I'll admit, I'm passionate, but I'm no murderer.
I don't think it's him. It was someone else that to the woman.
I can place Mr. Butts at the scene that very afternoon, Your Honor. If it pleases the court, the prosecution would now like to call upon our eyewitness to take the stand.
Hello.
Is that the same guy from beginning?
Yes, my name is Frank Sawit.
Did he kill that girl? I'm pretty sure he did.
I was going on door-to-door sales call, as usual, and I saw a man slinking out of that poor young lady's apartment.
Harry, should have told me you were there.
He left the door open, so I looked inside to make sure things were okay. Needless to say, things were far from it. I saw the victim lying in a pool of blood. I was too terrified to enter the apartment, so instead, I rushed over to a nearby payphone to call the police. This all happened around 2 o'clock, by the way.
At 2.
Why use a pay? Was there not one closer to the scene?
Yes, but unfortunately, due to some utility repairs, there was a scheduled blackout in the area from 1 to 6, so he couldn't use it.
The phone would be completely inoperable.
There you have it. A motive, weapon, and a witness placing Butts at the scene.
Uh-oh.
Something wrong?
Yes, suspicious around that guy.
Now, Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
You're up, Phoenix. Friend Mr. Butts is clean. The witness must have lied in his testimony. Hear what he said to the evidence. There's bound to be a contradiction somewhere. Find where that is. You have everything you need to win this case, so do it.
Please win this case. Larry is innocent.
Witness is lying, Your Honor. In fact, there's a glaring contradiction in his testimony.
And just what exactly would that be?
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is if we all put our thinking caps on, I bet we could figure out what it is.
What the? What?
It's not a joke.
Thank you, Mia, for doing that to Phoenix.
If you're ready to proceed, your witness.
You say you found the body at 2 p.m. Are you absolutely certain of the time?
Yes, without a doubt.
But according to the autopsy report, victim died sometime after 4 p.m. It's right here in black and white.
4 p.m.
There it is. A clear contradiction.
Bravo. Brilliantly done, Phoenix.
How do you respond, sir?
Are you the killer of that woman earlier this episode? 2 and 4 o'clock.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid it must have been the clock I heard instead.
Liar.
Fancy table clock.
I don't follow.
You know, one that he used to kill that poor young woman, right there.
Sorry for the confusion, Your Honor, but this is indeed a clock. Twist the neck, and the thinker will clearly announce the exact time.
Pretty awesome idea, don't you think?
Sure.
You haven't been telling the truth.
Liar? He's a liar?
I was too terrified to enter the apartment.
You could only know this was a clock. You heard it announce the time.
Uh-oh.
You did hear it when you were inside the apartment and twisted the statue's neck when you used it to strike the victim.
I think it's 2 o'clock.
Hearing that must have been quite a shock at that moment. The time was burned into your memory.
He's the killer. Go to jail.
Stop with all these false accusations! He was the one who killed her!
Yep, he's the killer for sure. Larry is innocent.
Mr. Wright, do you have any way to prove that the witness did in fact hear the clock announce the time that day?
It's simple, really. All we have to do is cause the clock to sound, right here and now.
I think it's 9:25.
That is certainly a bizarre way to announce the time.
It's totally awesome! I'm the voice of the thinker!
You like it, Larry?
Mr. Payne, what time is it right now?
11:25.
So the clock is 2 hours slow.
Recall that Mr. Sawit's testimony was also 2 hours off, which is definitely no coincidence. Because what he heard was the very same clock I'm holding.
Uh-oh. Exposed.
Yeah, that's one crazy story you got there.
Go to jail, please, Mr. Purple Shirt Guy.
Take that, smart guy!
Purple Jacket Guy. Go to jail. Crying.
Objection!
Larry and Phoenix childhood objection game. Phoenix was accused of stealing when he was a child.
Horrible experience and you call me a murderer? You might want to reconsider your career, Mr. Wright.
Thank you for your time. This concludes the defense's cross-examination of Frank Sawit.
Hold it!
Boss, what is it?
Mia, what's going on?
You were laughing earlier. Now is the time. Moment when things seem the most desperate. That is when we laugh. Don't give in to despair. Believe in the truth.
Truth is, I have no idea how to prove the clock was slow that day. Come on, think, Phoenix.
Gotta turn your thinking around. Look, we think the clock is wrong. Ask yourself this question. Could it actually be right?
2 hours.
2 and 4 o'clock.
2 hours!
This concludes the cross-examination.
Objection!
Yes! Objection. Powerful.
The reason the clock appears to be running 2 hours slow is this. Right here.
A picture?
How does that picture prove anything?
Think about it for a second. Time is relative. Depends on where you are. And according to her passport, the victim had just been overseas. The time difference between Japan and New York is 14 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 2 a.m. there.
Oh.
2 hours difference.
Wow.
Took the clock with her on her trip, but she hadn't reset it to reflect local time yet. That's why the time you heard was exactly 2 hours off. The truth is, Sawit did it!
Uh-oh, go to jail, please. Yeah, he is.
Arrest Mr. Sawit!
Yes, arrest time. Good job, Mr. Right.
Posing as a newspaper salesman,
Full story.
Frank Sawit had been burglarizing homes while the residents were away. But this time, the victim returned while he was still there. He grabbed the statue and...
I think it's 2 o'clock.
You got to be kidding me.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes?
I must say, you've done an incredible job today. In your first trial, you defended your client and discovered the true culprit.
Thank you.
Haha. Not guilty. Good job.
Well done. I'm proud of you.
Thanks for the help, boss.
Boss, okay. Mia is Phoenix's boss.
You're the best, man. I owe you my freaking life.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you. Yeah, I owe you big time, lady.
I was the one who saved your life.
A token of my gratitude.
Don't.
Isn't this the murder weapon?
Oh no, that'd be creepy. It's exactly like that. I had made 2 of them and kept one for myself. I'd love for you to have it.
It would be an honor.
Sure.
I loved it with all my heart. Turning around on me? My heart's broken, Nikki.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not so sure about that. I honestly believe she still had feelings for you. The statue proves she did.
Huh?
She took that clock with her on the trip, didn't she?
Yeah. Oh, I get it.
Traveled with that bulky one you made. Took pictures with it?
Yeah, sure.
I guess you're right.
Yes.
Thanks a lot, bro.
Good job. Phoenix, right?
It was a wild ride. Really spread your wings and flew today.
Thought I was gonna crash and burn.
But you didn't. You won the case and saved your friend. All those people out there, so many of them are going through major struggles. And it's up to people like us to be here to help them. Don't forget that.
Right.
You had said earlier that Butts made you want to become an attorney?
He was part of the reason anyway.
I'd love to hear the whole story sometime.
Sure thing, boss.
Haha.
I think I left my bike back at the courthouse. We'll catch up later.
Oh, clumsy. Forget about that.
I ended my first trial with a decisive victory. Although I promised to tell Mia the story of what made me want to become an attorney, that was one promise I wouldn't be able to keep.
Uh-oh. Barney's dead. Well, you guys, that's the end of episode 1 of Ace Attorney. That was a lot of information and a lot of fun while watching this episode, and I'm happy that we got to watch this anime together, and I'm excited to continue watching this anime with you guys. Yeah, Phoenix Wright and his boss Mia did a fantastic job for defending Phoenix's friends Larry, and Larry was innocent. Thank goodness he's innocent, and the purple jacket guy is the one who killed Larry's girlfriend, and he is in jail. Thank goodness he is in jail because he is the worst guy. Anyways, I am excited to watch episode 2 of Ace Attorney, so this is going to be it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.